everyone, it's me. I just finished my third week with Weight Watchers and I didn't have the week I was hoping for again. I had a couple of weak moments and it's just going to be a really hard month and has already been a hard month because I've got so many people in my life with birthdays and I know there's so many tips and tricks for getting around, the meals and the cake and all that stuff. It's just really hard. But I still feel like even though I have a couple of weak moments, there's still a couple of good moments where I say no and I'm strong and stuff. So, it's not perfect, but I still feel like it's better, it's better than it was when I wasn't doing anything. And even though I really felt like I was going to come to you guys today with no results and possibly a little bit of a gain, I really did think that I might have gained back a pound or so. I was shocked to wake up and find that I had actually lost a pound, which is great. It's still another pound down. So, I was happy. That puts me now at 264. So I am 16 pounds down from my highest. So that's wonderful. Even if it's not the, 2 to 4 pounds I, hoped for, it's okay. It's moving me in the direction I want to go, and I'm completely content with that. I would like to set goals again for this week. I didn't walk last weekend. It's just, I can come up with excuses all day, but I'm not gonna lie, this heat is just making me want to not leave the house at all. It is so hot here, and it's just so hard to get motivated to go, yes, I'm gonna go walking when it's like 100 degrees outside or more. 100 feels like 110, as they say on the news. So, but I'm gonna force myself to do something, whether it's early or late. Whenever it's cooled down, it doesn't matter. I've got to start moving again if I really want to see bigger weight loss results. And another thing I'm proud of too, that even though I have my weak moments where I may not be eating the best meals and making the best choices, I still force myself to track it. Because, there's a part of me that just kind of wants to be like, oh, well, I know I didn't do good, and I know I'm over my points for the day, so I'm just not even going to log it. There's parts of me that wants to do that. I just don't even want to see the number where it says how much I've eaten as far as points go. And I always have a part of me that wants to do that, but I tell myself, no, I'm going to track it. I'm not going to like the number I see, but it helps keep, it helps me make better decisions for next time. If I see in my mind like, oh my gosh, I went 10 over on my points today, it's gonna make me feel more motivated to do better the next day. Just, like I don't want to use any extra points tomorrow. I only want to eat what I'm allowed to eat. So I'm gonna shoot for that next week, or this week rather. Trying not to go over my daily point limit. With my most recent pound down, I am now, they moved me down another point. I was getting 40 points today, and now I'm getting 39. And with Weight Watchers, like the way it works, the heavier you are, the more points you get. Versus, if you don't, if you're a smaller person, maybe let's say you're around 150 and you only have like, 10 or 20 pounds to lose or however much you made, they're going to get a lot less points than me being at, 260. And that's just because, as a heavier person, you carry around more weight. So if you were to compare the exact same exercise that I may be doing with a friend who may weigh, 150, I'm actually going to be burning more calories because I've got more weight and more resistance, to work against doing the exact same exercise compared to her. So when you think of it like that, it makes sense that I would need to take in more because, just walking for me is like twice as hard as somebody smaller than me, just because I'm carrying so much weight. It'd be like, someone that small just carrying all these weights and having to drag 100 pounds behind them while they walk. Like, if you can imagine that, that's pretty much how it is, and it's crazy to think about, actually. Like, when I actually get this weight off, I kind of want to try that, put on, like, a suit or something and see what it was, remember what it was like carrying all this weight around, because it doesn't really feel like I'm carrying all this weight, but when I think in my mind that I have about 130 to 150 pounds to lose to get to, like the healthy weight I used to be at, where I was, happy and I wasn't super thin, I wasn't super muscly, I was just normal, and I was 150 pounds lighter than my highest weight. And I can't imagine being the size I was and, carrying 150 extra pounds, like carrying a whole other person on my back everywhere I went. Like, that's just such a crazy thought. I mean, I don't know. Like, I try not to think about it because it's kind of depressing, but at the same time it's motivating. 'Cause it's like I don't want to carry an extra person around. Like, I'm tired. Like, I don't know if any other people out there that have a lot of weight to lose feel that way, but are you just tired of not being able to do anything, not being able to walk, not being able to jump and move and do simple little movements in life, that you take for granted? Like, I don't know. Like, I just miss feeling healthy and happy, and I'm so excited I'm doing this and that I'm working towards it. And even though it's not going to happen tomorrow or overnight like I dream about, it's okay because it's going to happen, and I can't wait to get back there. And it's really, really exciting. And some other fun news, I have a friend that I talked to. She does the insanity workouts. And while I would not really want to tackle that, I at the same time really want to try it. I really, really do. And she told me she would help me out, let me, borrow the workout. So I'll be getting that soon and getting to try it. And I know that it's going to be really hard. And I know I'm going to be laying in the floor feeling like I'm dying after each workout. But to the same token, it might, I just can't, I did CrossFit for a while. I don't know, I've never, I guess, really talked about it. Me and my boyfriend were doing CrossFit with one of our friends a little bit before I started this journey, and we were going, and it's really difficult, and there's a lot of modifications, because I can't do some of the stuff other people are doing just right off the bat. It's not going to happen. I'm just too heavy. I'm limited in my range of motion and stuff right now. And so, but even with the modified versions and doing what I was doing, even though it was really hard, like, I pushed myself to at least finish, even if I couldn't do all the moves, I did something. If I couldn't do the pull-ups, I did, I tried to do push-ups, off the ground or something. Even if they were modified, I just did something. And at the end of each workout, even though I was so tired and I was just sweating, and I hate sweating and just felt like I was dying, like, at the same time I felt so accomplished. And I was so proud that I did it. And you just go home feeling so great about yourself. And it's just that motivation and that, gives you that confidence of, oh my gosh, I could do it. Like, I did it. And I kind of miss that. But at the same time, I don't miss being in a crowded gym with like 40 other people doing the workouts and all of that. And I think this would be much better for me. I could wake up in the morning with Tyler. He wakes up at 4 and he has to be out of the house at 4:30. And that's super early, but, I get up at 4:30 to, say goodbye to him and stuff anyways. So if I'm up early in the morning, I can go ahead and just work out in the comfort of my own home. I don't have to leave. I can just push myself and, feel like I'm going to die afterwards, and then just go hop in the shower and be up and make breakfast and actually, maybe have time to clean or just hang out and drink coffee in the morning, something, and be more productive than I have been. So that is something I'm looking forward to trying and just seeing if it's something I feel like I can do now. Because I know there are plenty of people heavier than me that have started Insanity and done it and lost, plenty of weight on it. And so I just want to be proud of myself and to push myself, and it's something I haven't tried before, in the comfort of my own home. Like, I just really want to try it. I mean, what's the worst that happens? It doesn't work out and I go to something else. So, otherwise, another goal I have for this coming week is to drink more water. Water, water, water. I'm so bad about it. And I know water flushes fat, and I know how important water is. And I don't know why it's so hard for me to drink it, because about a year ago, I was drinking almost a gallon of water a day. Like, throughout the whole day, of course. But, like, I would take a gallon of water with me starting in the morning, and I had a cup, and I would just fill up my cup. I'd take a drink. I'd probably drink, 1 cup with breakfast. I'd drink another cup mid-morning, another one at lunch, like, just like that. Like, it just spread it out throughout the day, and I'd finish off a gallon of water a day. And I could feel, like, it sounds weird, but I just felt like my metabolism was moving faster, and I felt better. I don't know how to explain it. Like, water just makes me feel so much better. I didn't really have headaches, and I just think I'm so dehydrated all the time now because I just really don't drink water. I just drink tea. And I just don't drink much of anything. I don't think I drink enough liquids in general. Like, I'll have, like, an iced tea in the morning, and it'll last me until, like, after lunch, you know? Like, that's not enough. And and then I'll have maybe, like, one more water to last through the day. So, I don't know. I just really want to try to make myself drink, like, 4 bottles of water. You know, I think 4 bottles of water is, like, the amount of water I think you're supposed to drink anyway, you know, 8 glasses of water a day. I mean, I do 8-ounce glasses a day. I don't know what you're supposed to do, but that's what I'm shooting for. If I can drink 4 bottles of water a day, I'm going to be feeling good about myself. And I'll be a lot more hydrated and hopefully just feel better, you know, physically so that it'll help me do all the things I want to do. And especially if I'm going to be working out hard, I'm probably going to need to up it to 6 or 8 bottles of water a day, you know, once I am working out and, you know, sweating a lot and stuff. But as far as just for now, since I'm not doing too much, it's going to be my goal this week to just try to make myself have 4 bottles of water a day. So it's a good goal to shoot for. Inches wise, I didn't say this earlier, I lost half an inch overall. My kitty's stalking. She's upset. She apparently wants to be on camera too. No, I lost half an inch, but it was kind of weird. And granted, last night, we went to Tyler's parents' house, and it was his sister's birthday, and I had cake. I'm not gonna lie, I had some birthday cake, and it was delicious. I loved it. And so I don't know if we, you know, just a combination, we went out to eat, and then, you know, had that cake, and I was just so full. I don't know if it kind of bloated me or what. I don't know. But it said I'd gained like a half an inch or an inch in my waist, something like that, which, you know, could be a lot of factors. I'm not going to say I gained an inch of fat. I don't know, but I was up a little bit in the waist, and I was, I believe, down in my hips. I think so. No change in my thighs. My arms were down. So maybe it was, I don't know. I just know I'd like gained about an inch but lost more. So about half an inch by the time you balance it out. So still a loss. Still proud. I don't know if I will reach the goal I have set for myself by the time frame I want, but that's okay. As long as I'm close to it, I'm going to be very happy. I just really, like right now, you know, I'm 264. I just want to be 259 by the end of the month. I don't know why. I just want to get out of the 60s. It'll make me feel so good. I don't know. That's my goal. I want to be 259. I want to be in the 250s by the time the month ends, which I think I can do just fine. I just need to push myself a little bit more and do a little bit more to make it happen. But otherwise, things are going good. I'm still feeling all the love and support, and I'm so glad that all of you guys are always, you know, telling me, keep going, you got it, and I'm glad I'm keeping a positive mindset about it. I haven't been beating myself up too much when I do bad, but I'm not telling myself, oh, this is okay, you can do this whenever you want either. I'm just trying to, you know, take it as it comes, and just accept when I don't do my best and acknowledge it and try to do better the next day. So it's never going to be a perfect journey. It's never going to be super easy. If it was, everybody would do it. But you know, it's gonna work out. I know it. It'll work out. And I watched a documentary tonight that actually, it's so funny. I was talking to this girl today at a place me and Tyler went to hang out at, what place he used to work at, and she was doing balloon animals, and she was just talking to us about stuff, and she told me about this movie. She said, you should really see it. It's a really good movie. It's called The Secret, and she was just kind of, you know, just giving a brief description of it, and she's like, it's on Netflix, you know, you should watch it. It's really good. And I'm not gonna lie, you know, we left there, and we went and did some other stuff today, and it was kind of like, you know, out of sight, out of mind. I didn't really think about it after that. And then I had someone else pop me up on Facebook and was talking to me tonight, and they said, you should really see this movie. It's called The Secret. And I was just like, what is going on? That sounds so familiar. I was like, I wonder if that's the same movie that girl was talking about. So I was like, everybody's talking to me about it tonight. There's got to be a reason, you know. I always feel like there's a reason for everything. And so I looked up on Netflix and I found it. And I watched it and it was amazing. I mean, I don't, if you have Netflix, and even if you don't, like, I don't know if you can find it free somewhere else or what, but you need to find this movie. I have felt so good since I watched it. It's just like, you have to be open-minded. Like, that's all I ask is if you're gonna watch this movie, just be open-minded to, like, the possibility of how positive thinking can change your life, like, truthfully. Like, I know you hear it, I've always heard that too, but I've, you know, like, growing up, I just struggled with depression, like, always. Like, I've just always been depressed, but it got really bad in college and after I moved from home, and just a lot of stuff happened in my life that, you know, was very negative, and I took it so hard, and I just kept that negativity and just held it in and held it in and held it in. And, you know, my coping through all those years was always eating. Like, that's why I am where I am. I just ate my way through life, you know, like, food made me feel good. I don't know why. It gave me a feeling of joy, so, you know, I kept doing it. Because when you're so sad and you're so depressed and you're hurting, you know, you crave those feelings of joy. And to me, I found that in food, which obviously was completely unhealthy. I just couldn't find joy in myself any other way than through food. And I just am realizing, like, I don't know, like, I'm realizing that there's so many things to be thankful for, and there's so many wonderful things in the world and so many wonderful people, and I'm just finding joy elsewhere. And I know that food isn't the answer, and food is never going to bring me the happiness. If anything, it's just made things harder on me. You know, I'm probably more upset, you know, just knowing that I can't do a lot of things I could do, and that I'm unhappy with the way I look and the way I feel more than anything. It's just, I just feel so much older and slower and all that than I did before. And this movie just makes you feel so good. And it just changes the way you think about things. At least for me it did. It really did. I'm a lot more positive. I mean, I've been trying to be pretty positive, but I feel like I felt a change, which is amazing. Like, a really good change. And I'm very confident, and I know I'm going to reach my goals because that's what I want, and that's what I'm going to get. Because I want it, and I'm going to work for it. And it's going to happen. I don't care how long it takes. Like, I'm going to lose weight, and I'm going to be happy. And I know this journey is going to be life-changing for me. And I cannot wait. I cannot wait. So, I just urge you all to check it out. Just watch it and give it a chance. I mean, it's about an hour and a half. It's a documentary. It was so good. Just go watch it. Do it. Do it. But otherwise, nothing else really to talk about, I don't think. I won't lie. I feel like my face is slimming down a little bit. I could be crazy. Maybe I'm just holding my head different. I don't know, but I feel like my second chin's going down a little. It's always exciting, so yay! That's my biggest, you know, worry spots. It's just my face being giant. So, I'm just so proud. Things are going good. And I just want to urge you all to continue whatever you're doing to better your life and your health, and just don't give up. You know, things are hard, and, you know, we don't always understand, you know, why things happen, whether we're gaining when we don't think we should or when we're not losing like we think we should. Like, don't fret. Just know, be positive. You know, just know in your heart that it's going to happen and that you're going to get there, and that you're going to get this weight off, and or, you know, you're going to get the muscle on. Whatever your goal is, just know that you'll get there. And just focus on the good. Don't focus on the bad. Don't tell yourself about, you know, just about how upset you are with your weight and all that. Don't focus on anything negative. Just think about how happy you're going to be and how healthy you're going to be and how great you're going to feel. Focus on those emotions and those feelings, and you're going to get there. Like, you will get there. So I just hope everyone has a good night, a good week, a good month, rest of the month. The time's flying. And I just look forward to seeing you all next week, and have a good one.